David Rocastle, whose debut tonight is being watched by his mother, his brother and his girlfriend, was here with Arsenal for last season's Littlewoods Cup final when Mick Harford played in the winning team for Luton Town. Well, tonight Harford is the deputy for Gary Lineker, but Peter Beardsley passed a fitness test this morning, so he takes his place at number 10, which means that Tony Cottee is on the bench along with 3 uncapped players, Des Walker, Paul Gascoigne and Paul Davis. Bobby Robson and his opposite numbers, Sepp Piontek, have agreed they can use up to 4 substitutes. Piontek, meanwhile, has completely overhauled his squad since the European Championship. Missing now are names like Elkjaer, Lerby, Morton and Jesper Olsen, and it's essentially a home-based team with only 2 exiles, Michael Laudrup of Juventus and Jan Molby of Liverpool, both of whom we could see in midfield tonight. We'll find the Danish plan is to play Michael Laudrup a little deeper than we've expected to see him in the past, leaving Vilfort and Elstrup as the 2 main strikers. Here's Laudrup, in fact. And there goes Elstrup. And Laudrup comes from midfield early on and it hits the post. Well, the plan to bring him from midfield almost worked at the very start because he wasn't picked up. Peter Shilton might remember that in that match 5 years ago, Laudrup very nearly scored in the opening minute then, and it was almost a case of déjà vu. So an early scare there for England, but here's Brian Robson, and that was dipping. Here's Beardsley. And Webb and Rocastle. Harford's coming in from the far side now. Oh, good save. And here's Hodge. And it's a corner. Well, Troels Rasmussen, the goalkeeper, saved Denmark there. He read what Mick Harford was going to do. And England have to settle for a corner kick to be taken by Neil Webb. Adams and Butcher both in there. And Adams goes in, and there's a foul. But it was a good move by England, that. David Rocastle, the newcomer, provided the pass. It was beautifully delivered. The perfect ball in many ways. Harford got a contact on it, but so did the goalkeeper. Looking for Harford, and Robson's well forward here. Can he get a shot in? Just lost his footing, regained it, and the drive by Webb, and a goal for England. Well, it was well set up really by Brian Robson, because he did all the work following a good header on the far side. He got away from Lars Olsen, the sweeper, tried to get it onto his left foot. It came off a defender, it was fisted out by the goalkeeper, and Webb drove it with his left foot into the back of the net. Forward by Adams. And Hansen lost that, Robson didn't, and got it inside to Beardsley. Again, good leadership by Brian Robson. Here's Butcher, good to see him back in an England shirt. Good turn by Mick Harford. Gary Stevens up in support, Rocastle waiting in the centre now. Hodge is coming in, and there is Hodge in fact, and the goalkeeper didn't make a very good job of it the first time, but he recovered to make an important save. Ideally, I suppose, Bobby Robson would have liked the second goal before he thought about bringing on substitutes who perhaps haven't played a full international before. England can't afford careful to be complacent on this one-goal lead, because the Danes are still coming forward with Laudrup. And he's going to go nearly all the way here, and a chance for Elstrup perhaps. Good approach play by Michael Laudrup, and Elstrup perhaps not quite making the most of the opportunity there. It wasn't the best of angles, but Laudrup did awfully well to turn it in, and he was challenged as he shot. Well, there's some movement on the England bench, but first of all we have a corner, which will be taken by Hodge, for which Butcher and Adams are again well forward. And Harford goes up, and Adams is in there, and it drops just past the post. Robson still chasing every possible cause. Here's Laudrup. Got it back from Mulby. Those two have... Oh, mistake by Butcher, and Elstrup is in here. The angle's not good. Laudrup's in support. It's Laudrup, and a saving tackle by Terry Butcher. Well, a mistake very nearly put Denmark back in the game there. Well, Terry Butcher made the initial error, there's no question about that. He allowed Elstrup in front of Woods, but look what Butcher does now. He chases back, and when it's pulled back to Michael Laudrup, it's Butcher that atones for his mistake. And we're going to see Paul Gascoigne. Looks as though Peter Beardsley is going off to make way for Gascoigne to win his first full cap. Big moment for him, 21 years old. Well, England have put an end to the losing run which they went through in Germany. David Rocastle has reason to feel pleased with his full international debut, as Bobby Robson and Sepp Piontek go off discussing their mutual feelings. The England manager victorious on this occasion by 1-0, as both build for the World Cup qualifiers. Tonight the only goal came in the first half from Neil Webb, and for both those men it was very much an evening of experiment, with some new faces and a lot of substitutes on the pitch as well. The final score then, before a crowd of just under 26,000, was England 1, Denmark 0.